What's up, guys? Mad Rambles, episode 49. As always, I will go through my sort of things that I am trying to improve on, my keys to improve on each and every week. They are coming up with an idea, enthusiasm, video professionalism, going into detail when talking about topics, a video plan, being more C10 loss off putting by my movements, adding a title, posting immediately rather than undoing, trying to show more urgency. Looking more into the camera rather than elsewhere, rewatching my videos, planning out my videos, stopping with the ums, ers, and useless words. And the reason why I say these at the start of these videos is so that if anybody is watching, whether you're new or first time seeing all my videos, whatever it is, that you sort of, if you fancy it, see what I said I'm going to be trying to sort of focus on. And if I'm not doing it, call me out on it. If I can just call me straight out on it, crucify me for it, because that's the only way I'm going to get better, only way I'm going to learn. Obviously, I can do this myself. However, through watching my videos, however, people doing it as well, it just fast track the success. So, episode 49, paying to learn. That is the title of today's video. Paying to learn, and within that, I'm going to talk about why learning will be the best place to put your money, what not to do with your money that most do, why most don't take the leap and buy courses to learn, how to get the most out of learning. So, to start with, why is learning the best place to put your money? I see a lot of people my age, early 20s, talk about, oh yeah, bro, I'm gonna buy a fucking house. I'm gonna buy a car. And I never understand, or I understand the reasons why they're doing this, but I never see the point. Why buy these things? Then they talk about, oh, it's an investment. I buy a house, it's an investment. It's an asset, not a liability. And I'm not here to talk about whether it is an asset or whether it isn't, whether it's a great liability, whether it isn't. When I see people who say, oh, bro, I'm here to save and buy a house, these people are earning like 20 to 40K a year. You're paying like 20K deposit or 10K deposit on a place and you only make 20K a year. That's a fucking lot of money, mate. Right? In comparison to what you earn. And then they'll sit there and say, oh yeah. But I got a new car, man. Got a finance loan, whatever the fucking is. And you're paying this amount per month for your car. Why? If you live in a shack, right, it still keeps you warm, keeps you sheltered. It does the exact same job as buying a house, but renting it out. Rent it for like £600 monthly, £500 monthly. Right? There's places you can do that, right? I used to do it in Bristol, right? So you can do it. And it's like, they go, oh yeah, man, but it's dead weight, renting, dead weight. Okay, right. So it is dead weight in the terms of if you want to own a property, it's probably not the best fucking thing to do. But the problem is, right, you're not making enough money to make sense to buy a property. If you were earning 120, 130, 140, 150, fucking throw some money in a property, man. Maybe. If that's really what you want to do, maybe. I probably won't, but like, if that's what you want to do, fucking do it. But when to put a deposit is like 10, 20, 30, 40% of your yearly earnings, why are you doing that? Because you'll buy the place, have to pay a mortgage on it, and let's be honest, you're not buying a buy to rent, 25% deposit in the UK. You're going to buy a buy to live in it. So yeah, cool, it's going to be less deposit, but the problem is you're not going to be able to rent that out. So you're paying mortgage, right? And then if it fucks up, you're paying all these bills and shit. So you've got a lot of overheads for that compared to not putting the deposit, the down payment, and having to save, paying really cheap on a shitty place to rent because You don't care if you own a shitty place because you're not going to be there forever. And using the rest of the money to buy skills, right? To pay to learn. And it's the same with the car, right? I see people buy like Mercedes, BMWs and stuff, and they're only like 30, 40k a year. Why? Why are you paying X amount of money, right, per month to own this car when a fucking Nissan Micra that you get for 600 quid does the same fucking job, mate, and gets you A to B? Are you commuting extremely far distances? So do you need a particularly really reliable car? Fucking no. Have you got kids that you really need a reliable and safe car? No, you're probably not. You're like 20, 21. So why the fuck are you going out and spending loads of money on just these holes instead of paying to learn, where you can pay to learn skills, obtain said skills, stack skills, and then apply skills to whatever area you want in life, earn more money, and then when you're sat there thinking after a year, right, and you've used the money you would pay for the deposit in that house that you wanted to buy, use that money to sort of buy and learn skills in your spare time, right? And then at the end of the year, you earn so much more money to the point where you're able to pay for a deposit in a house in the next year if you want it anyway, plus some more money, and you have all these fucking skills. And maybe if you get really good at it, you don't have to work your 9 to 5 and you can live wherever the fuck you want instead of being pigeonholed into one fucking shitty little place. You know, so when people go, oh, bro, all these places best to put the money, the only best place to put your money and most reliable place to put your money is in knowledge, your ability to learn. And at the end of the day, right, if the world gets fucking nuked, right, your world gets fucking nuked. Worst case scenario. Like, all houses are gone, money's gone, currency doesn't fucking exist, right? Your skills are still there, providing you're alive. Your skills are still there. They're the thing you can always rely on. Now, if your skill was fucking coding, it might not be the greatest skill to have in that time. When we're all trying to hunt and fucking kill deer with sticks, it might not be the best skill to have. But, your ability to convince and market yourself, your ability to talk to others, your ability to express your viewpoints to a wide audience, to get your viewpoints across, your ability to think critically, different skills that you deem needed in life and applicable into whatever area you want to go on, is such a better value for your time and your money than these other things. So what not to do with your money? Waste it. Unless you're earning like a ridiculous amount, then, and for me that would be like, I say ridiculous amount, but like, unless you're earning over 10, 15, 20 grand a month, like, I just don't see why people buy these things, and if and if you don't want to earn that, because I know some people just don't want to earn money for some reason, and that's fair enough for you, don't. But for the people that fucking do, just every penny you get, earning more money, learning how to earn more money. That's at least what I do, and that's what I can say is served me best in my life, and what I've seen other very much high level people, like your Alex Hormozis, for example, preach about doing. So, guys way better than me, fucking millions more than me, right? Further along in his life, and he sat there and said this exact same thing. So if you want to check his stuff out, we'll obviously do. I'm sure most people don't know him anyway. And most people don't take the leap and buy courses because of the fear of being scammed. Alright, well, there's a few things you can do that. Look, is it actually going to be obvious? Is it use common sense, right? Because if there's a thing saying, oh, throw 100 quid here and you'll make 10 million in the next 2.5 minutes, it's probably fucking fake. If it wasn't, everyone would be doing it. Alright, so it's probably a scam. But if it's not and it looks legit and you've used common sense, you've sort of researched it, and at least it doesn't look like a scam, throw 50 quid at it. At the end of the day, what are you going to do with that 50 quid anyway? Drink it, buy alcohol, drugs, cigs, whatever it is. You know, more shitty food, McDonald's, like pizza. What are you gonna do with it anyway? You may as fucking well have thrown it down the drain. So you may as well buy a course, because I trust if you buy 5 shit courses and just keep going, you'll buy one course and it'll teach you the things that you need to get to the next level in your life to make that much more money. And how to get the most out of learning. By learning from those who have done what you want to do. I've talked about this age versus experience, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But when you learn, find what you want to learn, break it down into small chunks, and then seek those that are experts in it and that potentially sell courses in it. Right? And if lots of people, and if they're sort of renowned and big in whatever space they're in, then obviously, it's going to be more legit. Seek those people, learn, stack skills, and get better every day. I've been Keelan. Think you're cool. Peace.